over here and we'll talk about our fried chicken. One, we just got some drumsticks here and we got some thighs as well. That's all we got. You can get a whole chicken if you want to cut it up, but we just use these parts and pieces that you can buy already done. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the leg spur yet. And what we did, we put them here in some buttermilk and we let them sit for a good while in buttermilk. And we don't put any hot sauce or anything in there. If you like it kind of spicy and Cajun and all that, you put some hot sauce down in here if you like to. But we like it kind of sweet, so we're gonna leave them just like this and let them soak for as long as you can. You can put them in the refrigerator if you're gonna be out long, okay? Then you can get them out. It's also good to let them be at room temperature now. It's best, if you can, get them out for an hour or two. Let them come to room temperature before you fry them, but you don't have to. But that helps it some. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix this little 2 cups self-rising flour is what I like to use. So we're gonna put this 2 cups in here. It's gonna make this little stuff to roll them around in. And some people put all kinds of other stuff in there, but I normally don't. I just like to give some salt in here. We like them good and salty. Go ahead and put that in there. And then get you some pepper in here too. These usually have a little place where you can sprinkle some pepper in there. See that right there? Yep, that's good. Just cover the top of it with some pepper, all right? And then we're just gonna kind of mix it around a little bit. See that right there? Yes, now that's how we're gonna coat these chicken, all right? So we're just gonna open this up and this bag will stand right here. All right, let's see. Get it opened up and get just a little drip off a little bit here. If you wanna do this in a bowl, you can put a lid on, that'll work okay too. But we just take and roll it here in this. Yeah. Get it coated up real good everywhere. Keep that skin on there. Get it under the skin and on the skin and on top here. Whoa! Gotta put that in there. Alright, we're gonna have us a little plate here. Get us a little drumstick going there. Alright, get us out another. You just keep doing this till you get them all done. All right, now that you got them all floured up, we're gonna carry them over here and get them ready to go in this here grease that we got all ready to go. So, what I've got is a cast iron skillet here. It's about halfway full, not any more than halfway because you gotta leave room for this. Once it goes in, you don't want it to overflow. And you wanna fry, I'm using peanut oil and its smoke point's 450, but we're not gonna get anywhere close to that. You wanna fry this about 350 degrees. All right, you can use Crisco, vegetable oil, just be careful about the smoke point, find out what that is. So I got one of these doomometers right here. All right, you can go down and get you one of these doomometers. It'll show you what everything is, and I've got it on high heat. If you want your perfect temperature to be about 350, then when you start putting this meat in there, especially if it's cold, it's gonna bring that temperature way down. So I want to cook at 350, so I'm going to heat it up a little past 350, maybe 380. So let's look and see where we're at right now. Take it a minute to jump up there. I'm going to leave it on high. All right, so now we're going on up. I'm going on up, 370. All right. I'm satisfied with that right there. We'll leave it right there. And we're going to leave it on high so that it can recover once you put these in there. And always drop your stuff in this oil with some tongs. Gotta be careful putting this in. We're going to put them in here. Just drop them in. Get them in here. Woo, that's a good sound right there. Good old fried chicken, yeah. That is just about perfect. Now we're going to let that sit there just a second. Then we're going to check this oil. We're going to see how far down it can come. So let's check it right here and see. We just barely can get to 330. So we're gonna leave this. Now you can cover it if you want. It sure helps on the splatter. Leaving it up on high. For me, it works pretty good, leaving that far up as high as it'll go. Usually causes it to recover pretty quick. Then we might have to turn that heat down a little bit, but you just want to keep an eye on it. And you say, how long do you do this? Well, until that batter gets good and brown on you, then you turn them over. Let's put the cover on it and let it go a little while. All right, we're gonna let that go a little while, maybe about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're gonna check that oil temperature again. Don't want it to get too hot, because then the outside, all that crispy stuff will get all too done, and the inside will be raw. And I know you don't want to feed your people no raw stuff, do you? No, don't do that, it'll give them the worms. All right, we're gonna check this out. Now, you notice I've got my little Uncle Coot water catcher bowl here, and here's why I like to do that, because I don't want that water to go back in this grease, and as hot as it is, it causes it to flash up sometimes. So we're just gonna put it right over here. See how that drains right there on that bowl? And then that bowl's small enough, I can set that lid right on there. So look, oh, look how pretty that's getting. I'm telling you this. Now I'm gonna check how hot the grease is. Let's look. We're about 310 right now. It's having a little hard time recovering with all that chicken I got in there. The more chicken you put in the pan, the harder it is for it to keep up. You see I got my fire cut up on high. We're doing okay. And it's looking really, really good. We're gonna let it go for just a little bit longer. Hey, let me show you something. One of my fans done sent me a red one. You know I love red. Got a red bowl, nothing but a red bowl. Now I got a red silicone handle thing, and that'll really help you move your skillet around. Now when you're frying like this, it ain't quite as important as it is when you're doing something else. We kind of like deep frying here, and I'm gonna take that off because that fire coming up the side might melt that. And I don't want my friend to see that I messed that up first time I used it, because I might not get nothing else. All right, now we're gonna roll these over, and here's what you do. One, just roll them over. Roll them over. See there? Look how pretty that is. Ooh, goodness. I know you are slobbering on yourself right now, aren't you? Yeah, boy. Look at that. Yes. All right. So we're gonna cover it back up and let that go about 3 or 4 more minutes, and then we're gonna peek at it and check on it. All right, we're gonna take a look at it here and see where we're at. Get that water off there. See how cool? That's a neat trick right there. It's still blonde. Let's see what our oils are doing. We're still hanging around 300. It's on its wide open. That's all she can do. It'll get done eventually. All right, gonna put this lid on it, let it go for a few more minutes. All right, we're gonna check it again. Oh yeah. Oh, we're getting close now. It's looking the same color on both sides. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna check the internal temperature here. We're at 170 on that one. You have to check, get a good idea of a different one. That's about 150. Yeah, we good. See there? That one's gonna go down a little bit. Oh yeah, getting pretty good there. Now, all right, so what we're gonna do, some people put a paper towel out on a plate and all that. You can do that if you want to, but sometimes it gets soggy on the bottom. I like to use these wire racks, and I'll show you why. Put a couple of paper towels under there. We're gonna set them out over here. One. Yeah, boy, don't that look good? It sure does. You just need to let these sit here about 10 minutes or so, 5 minutes, 10 minutes before you serve them, because you don't want your peoples to get all burned or nothing on them, okay? You can save this grease if you want to. You can kind of run it through a little bit of a strainer and pour it back into a bottle and keep it and use it a couple of times. Now I've got these thighs that I need to put in here, and so we're gonna cook them up. All right, y'all, now we got them thighs in there, and while they're getting done, these here have drained off as much as we want them to. We're gonna put them on our serving plate, and then we're gonna put them in here in the oven. We got it at 170, all right? So we just get them in here. And I like to do all the legs at the same time and then the thighs at the same time, because then everything in the pan gets ready about at the same time. All right, so we're gonna take and put this down here so it'll stay warm while we're waiting for 20, 30 minutes for these to get cooked up here like we want them. All right, so we're gonna slip this in there. Got 170, no more than 200, and it'll be all nice to keep it nice and warm for you, okay? All right, so we got it all done up here. Boy, don't that look good? Yeah, buddy. We're gonna add it over here to the rest of our stuff. We got us some mashed potatoes, got us some collard greens, got us some banana pudding, and some fried chicken. Woo-wee, don't that all look good? I know you wished you was here to eat this with us, and I wished you was too. Well, you be sure to get you some chicken and some buttermilk and some flour and some salt and pepper and roll it all around in there and throw it in a big old thing of grease. Let it cook for a little while at 350. When that gets to be about 160, 165, you jerk it out. You put it on a plate, and I'm telling you what, your people will absolutely trample each other to death getting to the kitchen table, all right? Oh, bulls, I love you. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you again another time. Bye-bye. Hey, y'all, don't forget to mash the subscribe and the like button. I'd appreciate it. And tell all your friends to watch Cooking with Coot. I'll teach them how to make their food happy. Fried yard bird, otherwise known as fried chicken.
I told them they can use Cajun sauce or something if they want to, but that we like our sweet, she said. I was like, sweet. Scoot down a little bit because I keep getting the refrigerator in it.
Yes.
Scoot your plate down too. That's good.
All right, now that you got them all floured up like that, what you can do is carry them over here. Let me wash my hands first. No, check this before we record it. Make sure it's not at 7,000. All right, now that you got them all.
Might start that over. Do a jig for me.
Now, I don't feel like dancing.
Not dancing, a jig. Do a jig. Coot's tired.
Well, we're out. I done made that banana pudding.
Okay, is that grease or flour?
Grease. I know you don't want to feed your people no raw stuff, do you? No, don't do that. It'll give them the worms. What time did we start?
I don't know, about 2 hours ago.
It ain't been that long. You smelling good in here? Fried chicken will be good. If you get a chance, stop by here one of these days and we'll cook it up together with now let's not do that. Let's do something